I got to wonder if Biden is purposely trying to screw over Kamala's campaign with his last moments of maybe having some semblance of a coherent working brain. Because if we all remember in 2016, old Hill Dog herself said Donald Trump supporters are a basket of deplorables, deplorable people. They're so deplorable. Now, I got my criticisms of Trump. But again, what happened in Madison Square Garden, that wasn't the repeat of any kind of group supporting the Reich. And again, this is like smearing third party voters, independents, or anybody that's not voting Democrat as being evil or bad. But see, the thing is, I think Biden takes the cake. I mean, not only is he putting the cherry right on top of the cake, I think he's putting a whole basket of cherries on top of his ice cream cake or all whatever he likes to eat. Ice cream, because Biden just called Trump supporters garbage. Half the voting population is garbage. And never forget, folks, liberals have also accused third-party voters, Greens and Libertarians, Independents, Socialists, of being Trump supporters and stealing the votes away from Kamala. So by proxy, I mean, they're calling everybody garbage. If you're not supporting Kamala, you're garbage. You're human garbage. The sitting president of the United States have just made an open accusation, making a statement saying, oh, they're garbage. Now, of course, corporate media and Democrats were quick to twist themselves upside down everywhere and do all that kind of good stuff to say, oh, that's not what Biden said, but I'll let you decide. I'm going to let you decide, my lovelies, my mornings, my sunshines. I'll let you decide. Because here we got the video. Hey, Biden, time to bring out this old Coca-Cola classic. Biden, it's time to Biden it up.
And just the other day, a speaker at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico where I'm in my home state of Delaware.
That's one thing I did caught. Okay, so you see, Biden kind of is having a brain fart right there. Okay, so Biden talking about Puerto Rico and then bringing up the state of Delaware. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, and I don't be like, I don't want people to say, "Oh, kid, he didn't say that." But Delaware and Puerto Rico, two different things altogether. Nostradamus, Notre Dame, two different things altogether. I better not see anybody type in the comments section, "Gee, Kit, you never pondered that?" No. Okay, I love The Sopranos like anybody else. Delaware and Puerto Rico, two different things altogether. Okay, Nostradamus and Notre Dame. Two different things altogether. Two different things altogether.
I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico where I'm in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization of seen as unconscious.
His supporters. His supporters. His supporters. He called voters, Trump supporters, Republican voters, third party voters, everybody garbage. The president of the United States, in theory, or at least what it's supposed to symbolize, is it's supposed to be an order of unification. Unified a country. Good luck, Kamala, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Kamala was asked about Biden's statement. Do you think she did a stellar job defending it, or did she double down? I'll let you decide. I'll let you decide, my lovelies.
President Biden took his comment last night about garbage.
Listen, I think that, first of all, he clarified his comments, but let me be clear. I strongly disagree with any criticism of people based on who they vote for. You heard my speech last night and continuously throughout my career. I believe that the work that I do is about representing all the people, whether they support me or not. And as president of the United States, I will be a president for all Americans, whether you vote for me or not.
That's not even an answer, you goof troop.
That is my responsibility, and that's the kind of work that I've done my entire career, and I take it very seriously.
Have you spoken to him about it? Morning drunk again. Cat Terrell, don't you get out of here. Oh my God. LOL, says Matt. She's the worst candidate in history. Is she? Yeah, maybe.
No, that is my responsibility, and that's the kind of work that I've done my entire career, and I take it very seriously.
President Biden.
Have you spoken to him about it? She's like, God damn it, Joe! God damn it, Joe! You screwed it up for me. You screwed it up for me. You screwed it up for me, Joe. I can't do this. You're making this job impossible. Hey, Kamala, you chose to be the running mate. You guys chose to have Biden to be your main guy, your ace in the hole. The one person you wanted. This is the guy you wanted. This is the guy you wanted, Democrats. Democrats. That's what you wanted. You wanted Kamala too. So I want to pull up this article here from RT. Just to trigger the libs. Supporters of Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump are garbage, outgoing U.S. President Joe Biden said on Tuesday. He later claimed that he misspoke and meant to condemn a specific speaker at Trump's recent Madison Square Garden rally, which, by the way, again, if you listen to when that jagoff comedian made that joke, the audience kind of gasped, and he was like, oh, okay, because that joke didn't land. It was a stupid joke. And the audience in Madison Square Garden reacted properly to that because, like, that's not funny. That was stupid. But anyways, and it wasn't Trump that said that. It was that stupid comedian who did. Biden made the comments during a Zoom call organized by Hispanic advocacy group Voto Latino. Did they spell that wrong? Voto Latino. Okay. All right. I'm surprised he didn't put in Latinx in there. Okay. Anyways, he began by bringing up comedian Tony Hinchcliffe, who made the joke on Sunday comparing Puerto Rico to a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean. Just the other day, a speaker at the Trump rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage, Biden said, adding that Puerto Ricans are good, decent, honorable people, but they're still being screwed over by U.S. policy and their U.S. citizens. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization of Latinos is unconscionable. It's un-American, Biden stressed. It's totally contrary to everything we've done, everything we've been. President Biden went on to accuse Trump of trying to divide the country based on race. Oh, geez. Democrats, you're doing that too. And insisted that the Democratic candidate Vice President Kamala Harris will be president for all America. Biden later took to X to clarify that he had referred the hateful rhetoric about Puerto Rico spewed by Trump supporter at his Madison Square Garden rally as garbage. That's all I meant to say. The comments at the rally don't reflect who we are as a nation, Biden wrote. The president's remarks were quickly condemned by Trump's allies. He's talking about everyday Americans who love their country, said Senator Little Boy Marco Rubio, and urging the Harris campaign to apologize. We are not garbage. We are patriots who love America, Rubio said during a Trump rally in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Hinchcliffe accused Democrats of overreacting to his set at the Madison Square Garden. These people have no sense of humor. Well, Madison Square Garden didn't really laugh at that. They're like, and you even had to step back a little bit. Okay. Joke didn't land, lovely. Joke didn't land. Both Democrats and Republicans have frequently accused each other of hateful rhetoric and demonization. Some conservatives have drawn a parallel between Biden's garbage comment to that of Hillary Clinton herself, who described Trump supporters in 2016 as a basket of deplorables. Trump has recently been criticizing for labeling his opponents as the enemy from within. That's so stupid. But the media did respond. Just 5 days left. I have Democrats, man. It is hilarious. If they lose, man, this meltdown will be glorious. I mean, get a front row seat, baby.
Puerto Rico, where I'm in my home state of Delaware, they're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
The only garbage I see out there are his supporters.
No, it is the deplorables moment again. I'm really surprised he said that, because when you're called human garbage, it motivates you to get off your rear end, off the sofa, and go and vote. I wouldn't do that in the 43 counties where people are saying, it may be raining. I don't think I'm going to do it. But the president of the United States just called me garbage. I'm a little pissed off about that.
Hold on. I think we got a liberal troll in the chat, in one of the chats. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Kamala supporter. I'm anti-two-party system. But the job of this show is to analyze and cover commentary in politics, okay? And that means even if a Republican does a good job here and there, and again, a broken clock can be right twice a day, I'll acknowledge it. Same thing for a jagoff Democrat, right? But those moments are few and far between. For the most part, both parties are owned by corporate overlords that don't give a damn about you. I am anti-two-party, but see, the thing is, the Democrats are shooting themselves in the foot. They are their own worst enemy. And I've dealt with a lot of liberal smugness, okay? A lot of liberal arrogance from Democrats. And so for me, I feel a little justified dancing on their potential tombstone, their grave. Am I being petty? Oh, absolutely. Am I being mean? 100%. Am I the anti-hero? Oh, you better believe it.
I think I'm going to go stand in line and I'm going to vote. I think that was a mistake, and I'm sure it's going to get a ton of social media tomorrow. I mean, I know he wishes he could take that back. He is the president of all that garbage. Remember, he represents everybody, including the garbage. I mean, that's crazy.
Yep, that is crazy. He's crazy. This race is crazy. And it's
funny, Fox News. This election is funny and interesting. Okay? You could quote me on that, Fox.
7 days away until Election Day. And apparently O'Leary's going to wait in line to vote right now.
Now, let's be clear here. Again, it is important that we do bring up how the other media outlets covered it. Like our good friends at CNN. CNN, a media network that I'm ever looking forward to see shut its doors forever.
Tonight, there's new reporting about Joe Biden and a moment that explains why things are the way that they are. Sources tell CNN that the president is in do no harm mode, stapling himself to the bench at
do no harm. Is the president doing no harm to Kamala's campaign? Type 1 for yes, kid, he is. This is serious. Shame on you, you awful man. Type 2. Do no harm. oh, he's done so much harm. It's quite funny. I wonder how many 2s will be in the chat. I wonder.
the direction of the Harris campaign. Well, even from the White House, he may have done some pretty significant harm in the final week of the campaign. Just listen to this and you be the judge.
And just the other day, a speaker at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico where I'm in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization of Tina is unconscionable, and it's un-American. It's totally contrary to everything we've done, everything we've been.
Joining us now, Franklin Leonard. He is in our fifth seat. He's the founder and CEO of The Blacklist. That was a moment, and not a moment that the Harris campaign wanted. I want to just read. This is Biden on X trying to clarify all of this. He says earlier.
I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to crap my pants. Earlier today, I referred to a hateful rhetoric about Puerto Rico spewed by a Trump supporter at his Madison Square Garden rally as garbage, which is the only word I could think to describe it. His demonization of Latinos is unconscionable. That's all I meant to say. The comments at the rally don't reflect who we are as a nation. Which again, hey, look, here, you want to see some deflecting and twisting and turning? Do you want to see the shield wall come up for Biden one last time? Here's where CNN's saying, no, here's what Biden meant to say.
Say though, Bakari, he was in his house, the White House. He was in his house doing this, and the reporting is that there are places that he could be useful, but he's not everywhere like you might expect a sitting president to be for his vice president.
I don't know that I would expect this president to be everywhere in this moment. I mean, look, a critical element, any coach will tell you, any CEO will tell you, a critical element of running a team and winning is assessing the strengths and weaknesses of your team members and making sure you allocate them in the right way. Joe Biden has never been a big arena speaker. He's never been the most fluid speaker. And by the way,
Whoa. Oh. So man, corporate media, you guys weren't singing that tune early on. You guys were saying Biden was sharp as a tack. That he was smart. That even Kamala said, hold on, wait. I have to do some acting. Come on. The Academy Award goes to. See, this is why you tune in. Remember what Kamala said? That Biden, he was running circles around the staff and everyone had to catch up. Hold up, Biden. We didn't put your pants on. Biden, please, don't go out there to the American public. Remember that? Remember all that hype? Everyone saying that Biden was fine? Or you know what? Maybe it's true. Maybe I've finally gone crazy. Maybe this is it. This is the episode where Kit Cabello from Hard Lens Media finally goes crazy. This could be it. Maybe I'm misremembering things. Am I misremembering things? Am I forgetting? Am I failing to remember? Type 3 for yes, Kit. You're a lying liar who likes to lie. Type 4, no, buddy. You remember. It's okay. You're not crazy. Not yet, anyways. I wonder how many 4s will be in the chat. I wonder. Do you ever wonder? Okay, let's continue on.
as someone who had a stutter growing up, it's very obvious to me that there's an apostrophe at the end of supporters there. He was referring to the garbage spewed by supporters, not simply the supporters themselves. But Joe Biden has been on the campaign.
So he meant this guy here is saying, oh, no, there was an apostrophe. Supporters, right? Not supporters, right? Which one is it? No apostrophe or an apostrophe? Yes, no, maybe. Do you got one?
Trail. He's best getting ice cream in Maryland like he was today. He's best showing moments of
getting ice cream in Maryland. I'm sorry. We got to pull this up here, man.
All lies will be exposed.
Can't wait for CNN to go bankrupt. I really can't.
Sympathy in Arizona like he was last week. He's best with union folks as he was in Pittsburgh last week as well. You use people where they are best. You put Obama in a big arena, you put Michelle in a big arena, and you put Joe Biden in front of a bunch of union people doing retail politics.
You could make
wait. That right there. Look, that guy's face that's perfect. There's two things to take from this. Can you believe the BS that came out of his mouth? Or better yet, yeah, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Look at the face. Oh, and by the way, CNN was quick to do the transition. Okay. Oh man, that's great. Melissa Brooke, the heart, don't break my heart. The shady face. Oh, let's see. Oh my goodness. Hold on. What else? Hold on. Wait. Marvin Vargas. Oh, he's got the look on his face of how many more years till retirement where I can actually be honest again. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. I see you, buddy. I see you. It's okay. It's okay. You can cry later.
week as well. You use people where they are best. You put Obama in a big arena, you put Michelle in a big arena, and you put Joe Biden in front of a bunch of union people doing retail politics.
Can you believe this? Hold on. Okay, I'm not going to pause again. I'm sorry. Listen. I need laughter. Okay, I need laughter. It is my medicine, because this is gold, pure gold. Okay, all right. And who's buzzing me right now? Who's buzzing me on my phone? Quiet. I'm doing work.
You put Joe Biden in front of a bunch of union people doing retail politics.
You could make the argument
They were quick to switch. That.
that they would be fine if Joe Biden wasn't anywhere near a microphone between now and next Tuesday.
Okay, let me just accept the most charitable framing of this, which you just gave.
Yeah.
Why is he sitting in front of a laptop at the exact same moment Kamala Harris is out on his backyard trying to give the closing argument to her campaign? What in the world is he doing? Now, I don't accept your framing of it personally, because I actually do believe he, Harris, the Democratic Party, and most of their campaign do believe that half the country is garbage. They've also said people who go to Trump rallies are Nazis. And so it's pretty apparent the disdain with which they hold half of the country in.
That's not true. The party already litigated it in Kamala's speech tonight.
But as a tactical matter today,
No, but you don't just get to
why
say
in
that.
the world?
You just can't say that. That's offensive. You can't say that. Well, geez. Liberals and Democrats, you're calling third party and independent supporters, Greens, Libertarians, Socialists, Independents, as quasi-Trump supporters, and that we're bad people. You're calling Trump supporters garbage. You're calling non-voters, evil, bad people. I mean, come on. You guys are name calling too. It's the pot calling the kettle black. What? Why? It's that religious guy. You know what I mean? He goes, why? You just can't say that. That's offensive. You can't say that. That's mean.
Is Joe Biden giving remarks at the same
So,
time as Kamala Harris?
I'll give you that.
Exactly. So, what's the takeaway here? What is the big takeaway? San Francisco. I can't sing that song because it's copyright. What's the big takeaway here? What's the big takeaway? Oh man, once again, Biden crapped the bed, just like how Twitch is crapping the bed, just like how AOC and Bernie are crapping the bed. They're all afraid. Old man Biden came to town and screwed up everything now. That's what he did. That's what Biden did. Calling half the country garbage. The president of the United States, on paper, in practice, is supposed to be the great unifier, the great commander in chief, our leader, unifying the country, and you just called half the country garbage. Not to mention liberals, you didn't do yourselves any favors with your outreach towards third parties or independent voters. I mean, it seems like possibly, however unlikely, Palpatine has returned, and you guys are also trying to lose this election on purpose. I mean, this shouldn't be this bad. I mean, Kamala, in theory, shouldn't be this neck and neck to him, but hey, here you are. You're facing off against Trump, not once, not twice, but this is your third time in a row, and you guys are struggling before any liberal types in, but in 2020, we beat Trump. Yeah, by the skin of Biden's dentures. It's just that bad now. Good luck, Democrats. And as for Kamala, I want to kind of stiff drink she's having right now in order to deal with the fact that now they got to do damage control for Biden and his statement. Which one do you think is worse? When Hillary Clinton called Trump supporters deplorables, or Biden calling Trump supporters garbage? Type 5 for Hill Dog, type 6 for Biden. Choose, my lovelies. See, now you got a real choice. We got democracy here, at least in theory.
Radio station just censored the word devil. Clearly, we are on a different level. I guess you wouldn't notice all the rolling boulders crashing past your shoulders when you're taught to shift your focus lower, scream at all the pebbles. Cheering on the bombers because you can't abide the rebels. But I bet you'll wring your bloody hands when all the dust has settled, when the last little limb is pulled from Gaza's twisted metal. Then you can say how you were led astray, and never once in all your days would you have knowingly supported all the genocide for which you clapped and prayed. but they baited you with unconfirmed blurbs about babies until you were filled with rage. Yet someone told you babies had been starving, bombed, and caged for nearly 80 years in Gaza, and you looked the other way. So regret, but make it fashion. Go and pluck that final petal off a hyacinth on Instagram for every kid they kettled. Every son that Israel imprisoned when they're little, that they tortured for a decade, then surprised with their acquittal. And when they got released and saw their parents, and whatever siblings hadn't met the missiles, they stared right through their middle. Their eyes don't seem to focus, and their words are all but dribble, like they're pondering the darkest riddle. That is, how many false flags does it take to make humanity inhuman and uncivil, distorted by the revel? The crooked slant where Israel contorts into America, Biden bathing Bibi in a bloodbath in the bevel. I opened up my feed and I saw children disassembled. Turned some music on and heard the station censor devil. Imagine thinking Doja Cat's a threat to moral fabric in the single largest terror cell that ever felled a temple, that ever sparked a cleansing, that ever burned a market, that ever raped with bayonets or carpet-bombed apartments, that ever turned your water off and left you in the darkness, left you doing surgery on children while they're conscious. You sing the devil's praises every time you sing our anthem. You sing a hymn to him that watched us birth a million phantoms. You'll proudly wave his flag, and yet you will not name the devil? Well, clearly, we are on a different level. I can give you names, shit, I'll give you several. They say the devil wears a different face for every general, like a composite of the char he brought to fields of emerald, and the wail of every childhood we made ephemeral. So who else has left the stain of blood on everything they touch? Who else can starve civilians and they don't so much as blush? Who else has paid for Gaza being flattened into dust? If there's ever been a devil on this earth, then it is us. That's U.S. What an ugly couple letters. Feeding shit and ignorance to those it chose to tether. From the river to the sea, both are slowly growing redder. For the devil that you know just knows you better. It knows every gut reaction it could ever make you feel. It knows fear is that which wakes you up and gets you on your wheel. It knows just the kind of story that will justify its war. And the scripts are wrapped for World War IV. So just imagine my surprise to give the radio a listen and to hear such pious morals out of Zionists and Christians that they'd take the devil's name and try to clip it from existence while they carry out his bloody business. You would wave a fascist flag, and yet you honor not your Iblis? Name you not Apollyon? Hush you now your witness? Bleed the name of Belial till tongue is rolling listless in the man-made mouth of Mammon as Lamia's whispers listen. When carts are wheeling bodies through the cities that we crushed, and the very air is rotten with decay of all that was, who else would censor devil yet behave as Legion does? If there's ever been a devil on this earth, then it is us. U.S., but not a unity of souls. More a mass of corporations turning houses into holes, turning people into puppets, turning puppets into mold, turning mold into nutrition bars worth their weight in gold because they're bombing every bakery and burning every field with phosphorus that never once has wanted for a meal. The devil wears a mask and it delights in the reveal, in that moment where the face is let to peel. We do not love the underdog. We do not cheer the rebels. We lust for all their blood until the dust has finally settled. Then pity just ourselves that we were so misled to revel. Proudly wave his flag, and yet we will not name the devil.